one must listen with complete attention. So let us sit straight, head, neck, backbone straight. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious breath. Full breath. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past, keeping only the learnings with us. This is a very important sadhana for a spiritual sadhak or any sadhak who wants to be happy. And if the mind goes in the past, then it should only pick up happy moments, not sad or something what is missing and some regretting moments. Let us withdraw our mind from future anxieties, worries. We have to always catch mind going in the past and future. Not that we don't have to plan, but once the planning is done, then execution is important, not getting attached to the result or to the past happenings. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious breath. I hope you are listening. The ears are listening to the sound and you are breathing. And till now, before we start Kenopanishad, you are thinking that I am breathing, I am listening, I am withdrawing the mind. But Kenopanishad is going to ask, what is that I and what is that power? Kene shitam padati preshitam mana. By what power are you thinking? By what power are you feeling? By what power are you seeing? A very interesting question, very experiential here and now we can experience as the text progresses. For any result to accomplish, two things are required, our efforts and grace of Guru and God. As Guruji says, 2G are enough. 2G. So let us put our efforts to keep our body still, mind cheerful. Because when we are seeking happiness, the mind also must be peaceful and cheerful. And clear intellect and chant loudly together. Om. Om.
ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यं पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्।
So those who are having this book, you must have this book, Kenopanishad by Swami Chinmayananda. What Vidya is going to chant right now is the Shanti Mantra from Kenopanishad. If you are not having, I've already spoken to Manisha in CCMT. She told, please give me a list. I will send the book. Because last week when we started, she suddenly got a lot of inquiries for Kenopanishad book, she told. So she had, I think, less copies. But it is always better that we refer this book when we are taking and read commentary of Gurudev. And this Shanti mantra, what Vidya is going to chant right now, that we will see the meaning after we complete the introduction part of Kenopanishad. Yeah, Vidya.
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणमे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Very beautiful chanting. Vidya, please tape this and send it in the group. Those who are keen, sometimes suddenly Vidya is absent for one day, at least someone else can chant because this is not easy chanting. We have to
Sure,
practice
sir.
this chanting. So let us start Kenopanishad. Those who are attending Upanishad first time and those who have attended earlier also, as Swami Advayananji mentions, that we must have a notebook and we must write down what we have understood, what we are not clear, where we have a question mark, and where we have understood but is not clear about the implication of this point. And then we have a Friday class where we can discuss this and clarify. Also, with this sending the summary of the class, my invitation to you is that before Upanishad starts, at least suppose you are ready for 10 minutes before, just go through the summary of the earlier class and then be ready so that we are going further in line connection with what has happened earlier. So that is the best way to get the maximum out of this Upanishad, as this is our main Pramana, Upanishad Pramanam. So let us start with that. background. So as mentioned, this Upanishad has a very big introduction by Adi Shankaracharya. We will see why he has given that introduction. Even Gurudev has given 52 pages of introduction to this Upanishad. Last time we saw two important points. Keneshitam, in this Upanishad, name comes from the first word, that is Kena. Kena means by whom, by what. By whom, by what. This power to eye is listening, doing everything, breathing. Who is regulating it? And what is the power that illumines this? And we also saw that Adi Shankaracharya is called as the Bhashyakar. And what are the rules of writing Bhashya? It is not very easy for anyone to write Bhashya on commentary or commentary on Upanishad. As we all know, when Gurudev wrote commentary on Mandukya Upanishad, his Guru, Tapovan Maharaj, those who have read his biography, very serious person, very strict disciplinarian. He took the Mandukya Upanishad and then he went to Uttarkashi door to door. Chinmaya has written commentary on this Upanishad. That is the joy of a Guru when a Shishya understands. It is very rare those who have read Swami Tapovan Maharaj's biography. I would invite all of you to read two books. Ishwara Darshan by Pujya Gurudev on Swami Tapovan Maharaj and his own book Kailash Yatra. Swami Tapovan Maharaj has written. You will understand what is Tapovan Maharaj's mindset and how he lived his life. So what is the main topic of Kenopanishad? In Sanskrit, you will find different words. Adhyatma Shastra, Moksha Shastra, Brahma Vidya. When we see a geography book, we know what is there inside. When we see a history book, we know what is inside. So, Kenopanishad, what is the topic what we are going to study is Moksha Shastra. Suppose somebody asks you also outside, what are you listening from 7 to 8? No, I am studying Kenopanishad. What is there in that? Self-knowledge. What is the main inquiry in Kenopanishad? Who am I? So there are three things we must know in life. Two things there is no doubt. Please ask yourself, look at your body and check, am I there? The answer will come, yes. Are you there? Yes, I am there. So I must know about myself. Then can you perceive the world? Yeah, world is there. And the third thing, who is the creator of these two? God. Now, whole problem is people directly go to God. Whether do you believe in God, what kind of God, Nirguna, Saguna, which kind of God darshan you want. But before we go to God, we must be clear about myself and the world, which are pratyaksha pramana. Bhagwan, God is paroksha right now. So here, the whole focus is that what is that power which regulates and illumines all these actions, pranas and all that. We will see the question. So where it is found, this Upanishad is found in Sama Veda. So how many Vedas are there? 4. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda, Sama Veda. Different Upanishads are found in different Vedas. And where it is found? Talvakar Shakha. So in this, why this word is important, why this statistics is important? Because in Talvakar Shakha, this Upanishad is a 9th chapter. But what is there in the 8th chapter? That is what Bhagavan has given, Adi Shankara has given commentary on. So which starts with Brahma Vidya. But what is there in the earlier 8 chapters? Because I have not studied earlier 8 chapters, I am directly studying Kenopanishad, which appears in Samaved, which appears in Talvakar Shaka, which is in the 9th chapter. So very important point. We are going to spend at least 1 or 2 sessions on this, because Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya has used one word to explain that one word. We have to have so much of Bhashya commentary. Sadhya Sadhak Virakti. That is the word. To explain that, we have to have 2-3 sessions. So what is there in the 8 chapters? 8 chapter karma, rituals, upasana, guru parampara are mentioned. 4 things. And that is the beauty of our Vedas. That Vedas is a complete manual. When Bhagavan made this creation, he gave a manual. How to live a life. How to have harmonious relationships. How to be happy in this world. How to be successful. How to enjoy in this world. And then the person comes to, oh, now I want liberation from this. So complete science. So we have to understand what is a Vedic view, because that is there in the first 8 chapter, because the question directly is very, very pertinent and very, very pregnant question. To understand question, you have to go all this prelude. So 5 purposes are there. Vedic view. This is a Vedic view. This is, suppose we say we have not read Vedas. Now today we'll understand what is exactly there in the Vedas. And then where we are. So what are the 5 purposes of the earlier 8 chapters? Number 1, karma. So we have to do action. So complete science of karma kanda is there in the Vedic, in the 4 Vedas. So now very, very important. Right now we are keeping moksha aside, liberation aside. We are seeing our day-to-day life from morning to evening. So suppose we do right karma, good karma, what we will get? Punya. And that is the way to be successful and happy. Very, very important point. No, I'm not happy. I'm not successful. I'm failing. My relationships are not working. I'm not having money. I'm always having tension because I'm not doing karma properly, because this is all a product of karma. And then in Manushya Yoni, how to be successful and happy. That is what is given in the first part. What first purpose of this 8 chapters. Second, suppose I do karma and rituals, then I will get more punya. I will be successful and happy here, but I will be also eligible for Swargalok. There I will enjoy and come back. Lots and lots of happiness. We will be always 25-year-old, no death, no disease, no hospitals, no doctors, no efforts, only Bhoga Yoni. But for that, the credit card is karma plus rituals. And the third, karma plus rituals plus upasana. Suppose we do. What is the difference between karma, rituals and upasana? Karma is action. Last time we saw what is the definition of karma. Karma means there is action at body, mind, intellect level. Then there is doership. I am doing it because I will get the result of that action. And then there is intention, motive of that. So these 3 becomes karma. Ritual means today only we know one ritual of doing puja. But earlier days there were a lot of yajnas for various things. So that is a ritual. And upasana is repeated action. Devotional action. So these 3 are there in 80-85% in the Veda. If you remember in Pauranic stories, this Asura, this Rakshasa did upasana and then he got boon. So when we do karma plus ritual plus upasana, what we will get? We will not get only Manusha Loka, we will not get only Swarga Loka, we will go to Brahma Loka. And from there we will get gradual liberation. Brahmaji will liberate us at the end of Kalpa. This is called as Krama Mukti. What is the fourth? Those who do not follow above three. They do bad karmas, don't do any rituals, insult gurus, God, and they will lead like a life like an animal, and they will get lower yonis in the next life. What are lower yonis? Some animal yoni, Rakshas yoni, Asur yoni, because there are 14 lokas. We are in the center, Manushya loka. Some will become a tree and then live for 400 years. No growth, no Vedanta. So there is no guarantee that next birth will be Manusha only. So what is the important point here? We must be very careful every moment. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I doing? It is not only action at the physical level by hands. One word I have spoken bad with somebody, it is going to come back. And when we understand this secret, then why me question disappears. Then I realize that whatever field we have got right now, it is the product of my own karma. Now there is a fifth category. Karma done for purification and concentration of the mind. If karma is done without doership and in the service of the Lord of Lords, that is in the world, Ashtamurti Bhru Deva Pujanam, Ramana Maharshi says that this world is only the projection of God. So serve the world, that is service of the Lord. Then my mind will be purified. And then this mind will be concentrated. And that can only happen if I am not seeking happiness from this world. I do not want happiness of the Swarga. I do not want happiness from this world in relationship, fame, power, money. And what will be the result of this? Then my mind will inquire, Kena Upanishad. So now Kena starts here. So who is a sadhak who is inquiring? He is very clear that he doesn't want karma, ritual, upasana, happiness. Because there is a return journey to Bhulok. And then the person is going to ask, Kene Shitam. So now we know where it is all coming. It will all come to this question now. We'll get self-knowledge because that is the question, that who am I? Yeah, that is true, but I really don't know about what is 8 chapters. I have not even read also, and I do not know whether I am now eligible for this Kenopanishad because this you are put a very big condition. So what is required for listening to this Kenopanishad? Okay, I can listen, but realizing or getting the essence or getting that experience, what Kenopanishad is going to mention, there must be spiritual maturity. Now, what is this spiritual maturity? If I have that spiritual maturity, then this question will bother me. Right now, this question is not bothering me whole day. This question only comes when I am listening to Kenopanishad. Otherwise, who am I? How I have taken birth here? Why not in America? Why not in Dharavi, Jhopalpatti? Why I have got this birth here with full body, with eyes, ears? This question doesn't bother us. Okay, these are all curious questions. So what is spiritual maturity? Very important point. One who has lived life intelligently with Vivek. Vivek means there is Brahma Vivek, Dharma Vivek. Means I know what is right, wrong. I know what is true and false. I know what is changing and what is permanent. I know what to eat to keep my body healthy. I know what to do so that my mind will be peaceful. I can distinguish with intellect to keep it clear and concentrated. So that is Vivek. Then one has understood the impermanence of the world. That is very, very important. till I am seeking happiness from the world, I will not be interested in permanent unbroken happiness. So that is Vairagya. And one whose primary goal is no longer worldly happiness. So if the goal is not worldly happiness, I will not be agitated by the world. Those people who gets disturbed very, very easily by small things happening in this world, that means indirectly I'm seeking happiness from the world. So now we know this commentary and Bhashya by Adi Shankaracharya is preparing ourselves. So one of the parameter to check how easily I get disturbed, how easily I get irritated, that means I'm seeking happiness from that. Those who are pure veg, suppose you do not get one day fish to eat, you will never be irritated. You will say, I'm happy. I don't want to even walk through fish market because that is not going to give me happiness. That fish and cigarette and drinking is very good example. That thought also doesn't come in my mind about fish, meat, drinking, smoking. So I don't find any happiness in that. And one who has got sadhya sadhana virakti. This is what Adi Shankaracharya has mentioned. So all commentators who again do commentary on Adi Shankaracharya's Bhashya, this is one word is what we are explaining, and then we will see why Adi Shankaracharya mentioned this word, which is a new word comparatively. It is not Vairagya. He is given some technical thing here which we have to understand now. And for that, we have to take one more topic in discussion to understand what is Sadhya Sadhana Virakti. So I am also going to take little bit elaborate, not more elaboration because I am taking this topic first time. So what is Sadhya Sadhana Virakti? That is what is the topic in the introduction to understand. If I have this recognition, realization will be instantly here and now because God is here and now. So now for that we have to understand what is the difference in spiritual and worldly sadhak. I am calling worldly sadhak also because both are seeking happiness. But one from the world, so is called a worldly. And some are people who are do not like worldly people. They say they are materialistic people. They are seeking happiness from the material, and spiritual sadhak seek happiness from the spirit. That's all. Both are sadhaks only. Both are seeking happiness. What a worldly sadhak seeks. Three desires: putreshna, vitteshna, lokeshna. And that's the reason when a monk comes home or when a monk is invited, we will see what is the sannyasa sukta we chant, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena. We will see now. Putreshna, vitteshna, lokeshna. Means in what? Five actually things where we do actions, where we have done actions from morning to evening for last 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. We are seeking security, relationship security, household security, financial security. We want a house. Then as Guruji says, more money comes, more locks come, more cameras come. Then we seek pleasure from the five senses. Then we are seeking relationships. So there are marriages, children, and we find happiness in that. Yahan pe three desires. Putreshna means relationship. Vitteshna means money, power, fame. Lokeshna means fame. These are all not bad, but this will give us temporary happiness. And some people's life only goes in seeking this. So our Vedas gives four Purusharthas. These are the goals of our life. This is what Guruji has taken the topic to explain Sadhya Sadhana Virakti. Unless we do not understand four Purusharthas, we will not understand what that term is. So this topic we are going to see in detail. I have also not taken this topic till now about 4 goals of human life. And this is a secret to achieve happiness and success through karma. And then we'll come to jnana. That is what is Upanishad is. So what is the secret? This is a very beautiful secret. To have happiness and success here and now. And the main principle of karma kanda we understand, we will be happy and successful instantly. What is a principle about causality? Gurudev says, there is a relationship between cause and effect. This is a main topic in the entire Vedic literature in the first 3 sections, which is 85%. What is the topic? There cannot be an effect without a cause. The effect is cause in another form. And if the cause is removed, effect disappears. One day, I think in Siddhavari, after lecture, Gurudev was sitting with group of people. And one lady, I think she told that she's putting on weight, but she doesn't eat anything much. Some people eat less, but they are very healthy. So Gurudev in his, humorous style called, oh, see, come here, all people come here. See, here is an effect without a cause. She doesn't eat anything, but she is healthy. So jokes apart, this is the cause. Whatever we are getting, it has to have a cause, and that is the principle of karma. Why someone is happy? Because of their karma. Why someone is unhappy? Because of their karma. Why someone is healthy? Because of their karma. This life or earlier life. Why some people's relationships are harmonious? They are not working because of karma. So this is going to come in the 4 purusharthas. So action, result, karma, karma, phala. Karma, phala will come. Drushta and adrushta. There are 2 karma phalas. One we see, but where is adrushta karma phala, which is formed in our sanskars, becomes as our vasanas, and then we are born. The very fact that we are born, that means there are vasanas, so we are born. If there is no vasana, we will be not born only. So those people who are, sometimes why I don't know why am I born. Answer is very clear in Vedanta. I am born because there is a load of vasana. The children are not innocent. They are loaded and then they are born. And the vasanas get exhausted or they get added. If karma in upasana is done without desires, then chitta shuddhi and brahma jnana applicability or eligibility happens. And if karma plus upasana is done with desire, then there is 2 options. Good karma, I will get punya. Bad karma, I will get papa. And there will be success and happiness here, and there will be failures and sorrow here and hereafter. This is explained in a long, large detail in the first 8 chapters. We have just, are getting the highlights or the main points, but it is described in detail. So worldly sadhak who seeks happiness in this world understand this secret and implies. So our Shastra is very, very inspiring that how to be successful and happy here. And then once that is complete, then you go for liberation and moksha. So difference between worldly sadhak and spiritual sadhak. Why a spiritual sadhak doesn't seek these 3? These 3 means dharma, artha, kama. Because understands by intelligent observation that they are all anitya. I will get happiness from putreshna, vitteshna, lokeshna, but it is anitya. It is impermanent. It is changing. And once I understand the anitya nature of whatever I am doing or getting, this will go, this will go, this will go. When we die, what goes with us is only our karma and karma phala. That is very important. Nothing goes with us. from this life to next life. Only my karma and karma phala, rituals and upasana are going to come with me. So we have to be careful. So what a spiritual sadhak seeks? Unborn, undecaying, undying, uncaused, unbroken, nitya happiness. No, I want to have the source of happiness. I want permanent, unbroken happiness. I want to be in that state all the time, everywhere. That state of happiness must not go and come. That's the reason if you ask people, please let me know 10 happy moments, they will take a lot of time to remember. Please tell me 10 angry moments or agitation moments, there will be 2,500 moments shared. Complete freedom from fear, sorrow, anger, delusion. 4 things, complete freedom. Right now, I am not free of fear. There are so many fears. I am not free from sorrow. This moment, there is no sorrow, but suddenly my mind will get into sorrow of something what has happened in the past, thinking of the future. Anger, though, my friend only. Anytime it comes very easily. Anger means irritation, agitation. Huh? Disturbance in the mind is anger and delusion. Don't know what to do. Who am I? I do not know. So, where is his happiness located? A spiritual sadhak understands by reading Vedanta my own self. Not in the world, my own self. So then what I have to do? I have to realize it in my own self. Why I do not know if it is my own self? Because of ignorance. How to remove ignorance? Kene shitam patita. Now we come to Kenopanishad. So inquire and get the knowledge. So that is where Kenopanishad starts. We are not going to start at least 1 or 2 sessions because we have to get the background. So this is all the sadhak has done, and then he is asking this question, Kene shitam. So why karma and jnana cannot go together? Because first 3, dharma, artha, kama, are karma pradhan. And in jnana, karma is not required. I have to just realize, recognize my own self that, oh, I am not this body, mind, intellect. Then who am I? My real nature is awareness, consciousness, Satchidananda. That's all. Not possible to combine both. This is the main topic, huh? Now, I will remind that what is a question, original question? Sadhana, sadhya, virakti, what Adi Shankaracharya has mentioned and he's explained it. So we are understanding what is the meaning of sadhana, sadhya, virakti. And for that we have to understand 4 purusharthas. And then he is going to conclude that first 3, there will be karma and jnana required. In last one, only jnana is enough. Why? Because the main problem is ignorance. So what are the 4 different goals? 4 purusharthas. So that topic we will take today. So as we know, what are the 4 purusharthas? Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. These are our 4 goals of human life. So if somebody asks us what is the purpose of life? Purpose of life is to have this fulfilled life of Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. So we are going to ponder over this, that why and how this is important. So there is a verse which comes in Manusmriti. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanya pashubhir naranam धर्मो हि तेषाम अधिको विशेषो धर्मेण हीनाः पशुभि समानाः. What it means is that there are certain things common in human beings and animals. Samanyam etat pashubhir naranam. What are these? 3 things. Ahara. From morning to evening, I need and the animals need food to sustain. My 70-80% of the life goes in food, earning food, thinking about food, discussing about food, cooking food. And if I am only thinking about food, then that is equal to a Pashu. And who are we? Manu. Pashu is Pashyati iti Pashu, one who sees and believes this is true. Manu is one who thinks, Manaha. Then Nidra, both require Nidra, sleep. When we work for long, then we read, when we need to sleep. If you observe next time after this verse, we will see basically animals are driven by these three instincts only in life. And the third is Bhaya. There are four instincts. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunancha. Both have insecurity and fear. You see how the tiger also drinks water, very, very careful. And the four is Maithun, sexual urge, procreation. These are the four things which are common to human being and animals. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunancha. Now, what is the important point is that for animals, the above is regulated. Very, very, very important point. Above four are regulated by nature itself, and that is why we have to learn that human beings we are given freedom, and that's the reason this yoni is called as karma yoni. All these four are regulated by nature. A tiger, however hungry, will not eat grass. A cow, however hungry, will not eat meat. They have their own timings of sleep. They have their own timings and quantity of eating. Once they complete their quantity, they will not even look at the food. For a lion also, once the lion is happy, eaten, then even a buffalo passes 3-4 days, the lion will sleep. Insecurity and sexual procreation. No freedom for animals given by nature, a very important point. Now we'll understand, when we understand this, though I want all of us to pay attention here, why dharma becomes important. Because freedom is not there for animals and we have got freedom. Human beings are not regulated by nature. Anytime I can eat, anything I can eat. People say, no, I'm a pure veg. But these people eat lot of brains of other people. That is pure non-vegetarian. And the other person says, don't, so much brain you're eating. So much nagging. So much discussion. That is brain eating only. Anytime people can sleep, anytime they can get up, anytime, all the time we are having fear and Maithuna also anytime. There is Vikruti also in all these four happens because dharma is not happening. So when Bhagavan made this universe for plants, animals, insects, Manushya, Devata, only one category, the freedom was given, and because freedom is given, Bhagavan said that you have to follow dharma. Dharma means regulation. So Prakriti means nature, Vikruti means perversion, and Sanskruti means culture. So Bhagavan said that you have to have following this dharma. So that's the reason this topic becomes important. So law and order, social reforms, government regulation, wherever we will see, when we go to Singapore or America or any European countries, we have so many regulations because the governance is so strong. And some here people will come in airport and throw paper and then spit. Less governance. So governance, rules, regulations, regulation means dharma in day-to-day life. So what are the four pursuits of human life? Now we will see in this context of this verse. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. If we do not regulate ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, it will become like a pashu. Then this person is not eligible for this jnana, because I am basically living a life like a pashu only, not like a manu. And what is the aim for all? Very important point. Aim for all is happiness. Happiness through right living, that is dharma. Happiness through right earning, that is artha. Happiness through right pleasure, that is kama. And permanent unbroken happiness, that is moksha. All four are seeking happiness. All 8.8 billion people on this planet. So those today you see your maid servant coming home, the people just walk after this session, just go into the window and balcony and see 100 people on the road. They are running here and there for what? For happiness. They are either seeking artha from morning to evening, then coming home, they are seeking pleasure, and they have a choice, dharma or adharma. And then some people out of them, then they come to moksha and then come to Kenopanishad. Important. When artha and kama is regulated by dharma, we become eligible for moksha. Very, very important point. So what Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya has given? Sadhana, sadhya, virakti. So this is how we have to live a life. Anything we do without dharma, earning money, how much money to earn? Some people earn so much money, don't know how to enjoy only. Kanjus, Maha Kanjus. So much money, but in the heat they will go by auto and then they will suffer. As if they are going to take money to the next level, next birth. So when we understand this four, then we understand that what is the significance of moksha. So in the next session, we are going to see dharma, artha, kama, moksha quickly. Important highlights of what is dharma, what is artha, what is kama, and what is moksha. Especially kama and artha. Very, very important. 2, 3 months back, Swami Swatmananji was taking a chick sessions for chicks every month, 2 sessions. In that, he told me, you take session on kama. I don't know why, but he told, and I really enjoyed making the session on kama. Normally, we do not know, and people say kama means bad, but kama is a purushartha. How to enjoy? Without dharma, it becomes perversion. Very important point. Without dharma, kama becomes greed. And without dharma, artha becomes greed. And without dharma, kama becomes perversion. We will see that in the next session. Also, just to remind again, this topic we are taking in detail because of that one word used by Adi Shankaracharya, and he explained sadhya, sadhana, virakti. That those who are writing must highlight, because before we start Upanishad, we must be clear about that virakti what Adi Shankaracharya is talking about. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम